We ready? Hey, everybody. This is Craig Conan's community service podcast right here, baby. I'm coming on tour, the Loosey Goosey Tour. I officially named it. I got 30 cities. Get your tickets at krs-one.com. First up is Tulsa, then Appleton, Wisconsin, and then Baltimore, Philly, Washington, D.C., hopefully Long Island. That's not confirmed yet. Loosey Goosey Tour, baby. And I'd like to thank my new Patreon members, Jennifer Bertolino, John, that's it, Brandon Lancone. God bless you for supporting my Patreon. That funds the podcast, and I really appreciate y'all. And today we have one of my oldest homies. That sounded wrong. Oldest homies in the comedic game. I've been friends with them since the beginning, and a lot of the stuff that I've gotten is from him and hosting his shows. But good bud Brian Monarch's funny. Check him out. You may have seen his deep fakes all over the internet. He does Theo as like a wrestler. Little person. Is quite nice. Anyways, I love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Please rate, review, like, subscribe. Check out Brian Monarch right now. Okay, zoom over at him. He's right there. Normally I don't do that. Anyways, podcast starting now. Look at this. Look at this, bro.
Yeah, this is
professional.
A real deal.
I can't get it right. God damn it. Hang on, I got this new rubber silicone case, and I hate it. I fucking hate it because you can't get it in and out of your pocket easy. You know, it sticks,
sticky,
and then it pulls your pocket out of it. And I love like the feeling of. You've had one of those. I guess
I like this because it's magnetized, and you can like use it when you want, and then it just goes right back there.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Is that a book?
No, this is just like a knockoff off Amazon.
Okay, I remember we were talking about the book, and I almost got one because it looks like a little book, and I'm like, I'm a scholar, I read. We're just rolling right in like this. I was just trying to mute my phone, and this is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
Montel Jordan. You know Guam Felix opened for Montel Jordan in the early 90s?
I don't even know who Guam Felix is.
He works at the Comedy Store. He's got the top, last of the Mohican ponytail. He's the craziest looking motherfucker.
Oh, he kind of looks like he's from Samoa?
Yes.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah. That's Guam Felix. You know
what was his kind of music?
No, he did stand up before Montel Jordan.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy? That's
one
funny.
guy I've never seen do stand up before.
Guam?
Yeah, he's never done my show.
I seen him a million times on Monday.
Oh.
On Monday, the potluck at Comedy Store. And he's funny, man. He always sells shocking, crazy shit. You would love his humor.
So Emily is the new Adam?
Is she?
That's what I heard.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, I hope she likes me. I finally got in the fucking system. You know, I don't want to. It's just so funny.
What are you, development?
Yeah. And then Adam left. And I got in 2 times with Tommy. I mean, I wasn't in, but he invites you down on Monday nights. And I was like, okay. And then he got fired for stealing and being racist. And then Adam was there forever, and I never talked to him. And then Andrew Santino was like, go talk to him. And then I finally did. I finally got in the system, and then he left. And I'm like, oh, great. Whatever.
Are we rolling right now?
Yeah.
This is happening.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know, dude. I thought we were just talking before the show started.
No, man.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I wasn't planning on it. That's why I was like, oh, fuck it. We'll just start like that. I do a little intro, though, I say.
Yeah, that's what I figured would happen first. I didn't know. Okay, cool.
I do it after you leave.
Sweet. All right, so I guess what's the deal? Am I supposed to have these headphones
structure.
On?
Oh, yeah, put your headphones on, man.
You didn't tell me anything, dude. We just sat down and started talking. Next thing I know, we're rolling.
That's how we do it, man.
This is how we do it.
That's how we started talking about Guam.
Okay, there we go.
And, yeah, there's no structure here, bro. We got one question at the end that's structured. The
same one you asked me last time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You didn't
I just
forget.
started a new joke about Jeffrey Epstein about how he had no knots in his back, I bet. And then I go, he was loosey-goosey. I guess he was actually loosey-noosey. I always get a groan.
Oh, yeah, that's a dark one.
That's a dark one.
Damn.
You'd think with someone like him, though, the crowd wouldn't mind.
Like, yay.
Yeah, but they're still like, oh, whatever.
It's very, very... Yeah, dude, you took a whole year off, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that took a whole year off.
Yeah, Danger started this week.
And that shit scares me. I did Tammy Joe last drive-in show, And Sarah Hyland, she took a year off. So many people, they care about their family and stuff. And I was just like, I'm out there.
Why are they
I'm just
ending
kidding.
the asphalt show?
Because it's indoors now and it's not.
Yeah, we're still doing our outdoor show.
Well, theirs was drive-in, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty.
It's, you know, when it was the only option, it literally saved comedy in LA for 4, 6, 8 months, whatever. I don't know what it was. And then, you know, now that we're allowed to do humans again and perform, it's obsolete.
That Whitley venue that we've been doing is really good, dude. The only thing that sucks is it's like near Hollywood Boulevard, so you'll hear motorcycles like bass booming and helicopters.
I haven't done that one. I haven't done low key outside. Those are the only two.
You did Jam in the Van, though?
Jam in the Van is awesome.
Oh, cool.
Jam,
I haven't seen it.
If you want, I'll click you up with them.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. All right.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how. No, I'll click me up.
Okay. Why, you already tried it and it didn't work out?
No, it's just, you know, when you run shows, they usually want a spot back, and I don't run the kind of shows where I can usually do that, so it just ends up being like...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So what's new with you, though?
Dude, I got a tour. Loosey Goosey tour. I named it last night on the shitter.
You should change it to Loosey Noosey, dude.
No, definitely not. I don't want to sell negative tickets. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it was because at first I was going to call it the Don't Do Drugs Tour, and that was last year, and then the pandemic happened, and I didn't really get to do it.
How many venues are you doing?
I got 30 cities.
30 cities? That's going to be dope, dude. You got it all on your website already?
I did, and it took me about 19 hours to update. Not really. It took... that was a day.
So,
I'm not the kind of guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, head to krs-one and get your tickets immediately for his tour.
Thank you, man.
That'll be your commercial.
I got 30 fucking cities, dude.
That's crazy, dude.
Shit.
Gonna be flying or driving? What's the deal?
Both.
Yeah?
The whole nine. Flying there, renting a car, driving gig to gig to gig, literally just stressing out. I hope that I can make it with my CBDs, you know.
It'll be fun, dude.
I don't even know. I started smoking a little bit again.
Oh.
I'm on the reefer, bro.
What did they say about that?
I didn't tell my mama.
You're not going to go any further than that, though.
No,
Okay.
I can't. I can. It's not a wise decision.
Yeah.
No,
I
just
remember
the
you were
reefer.
debating on maybe doing that a few years ago. You're like, or maybe 2 years ago. You're like, I might do that
It's
someday.
weed, you know? I definitely, it's a balance. I can't abuse it.
Yeah.
And if you know, I stoners are very judgmental people when it comes to weed. They're like, no, there's no such thing as too much. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. You can be too high, and there is too much. And when I'm just doing a little bit to help with the anxiety and the weight of the world, it's fucking awesome, and I'm fine. And then, of course, sometimes I get too high, and I can't even concentrate on the movie that I'm watching.
Yeah. I've gotten so high. One time I was going through a Taco Bell drive-thru with 3 of my buddies. We were in my friend's pickup truck, and I got like a burrito. And I remember I was so fucked up, dude. I looked at the burrito after I took a bite, and you know how like a roach looks when it's upside down and the legs are going like that? Dude, I swear to God, I thought I saw that happening, and I fucking screamed like a girl and threw it at the windshield. Dude, there was burrito all over his windshield.
Oh, how old were you? Is high
32?
school shit? Oh,
No.
32.
I didn't start smoking weed till I was 30, dude.
Oh, my God. That's so funny.
Yeah, but that was, my friend Mike was just like, oh my God.
I remember you would hit the pin or a joint before your sets.
Yeah.
And it either would be magical
Yeah.
and the best set ever, or you're like, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah,
That's
I
funny.
think my crowd work is a lot better when I smoke a little weed, but
Because you're kinder.
yeah, well, I also just like, I'm more social when I smoke certain types of weed. I think it depends what kind of weed I smoke.
It really does. Sativas.
Yeah, because I don't know much about which one. Okay, yeah. Everyone always said indica to me, and I think I fucking went the wrong way, down the wrong path.
Sativa's good for stand-up.
Yeah.
But everything also affects everyone differently, so you just got to try it out.
Yeah. Trying to think of another funny weed story. We used to go to Saddle Ranch. We'd smoke weed and go to Saddle Ranch every weekend.
I went there 2 times, I think, in my life. It's actually got pretty decent food.
Oh yeah, they got great breakfast. They had like
They got good
a
food.
bunch of different types of French toast.
It's just a tourist shit face spot. It's just like, I don't want to deal with literally drooling drunks. It just gets sloppy at night.
Sometimes it's a good place to park when you want to go to the store, though. It's
Yeah,
cheap.
you taught me that.
Yeah, you go
You
in there.
valet, and then you go to the store, and it's like
First, you got to walk through the saddle ranch because you got to make it look right. You can't just like park and go to the store. You
Yeah,
gotta,
you can't just walk the opposite.
Yeah,
Hey.
you pretend you're going in, then you go across the street, then you go down to the crosswalk
Yeah.
and go back to the store.
And then you pray the parking lot guy didn't see you. Hey,
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
I just parked your car. Oh man, I missed the store. I drove by it a couple times.
You're so far now, dude.
I know.
You're not going to be a regular over there unless you're driving an hour every day.
It's true. You move far away, you just don't hang out as much. Because
Yeah.
I'm just like, I gotta drive home.
Yeah. Well, you got your tour at least.
Yeah,
You don't have to worry about getting too many spots in the near future. When does it start?
this Wednesday.
Oh.
I fly to Tulsa.
Damn,
And
you-
actually, technically, maybe last weekend was San Fran. The week before, I don't know.
Oh, the boat show?
Yeah, that was awesome, but cold.
Cold
A
and
little
awesome.
A little cold, but it was cool.
So, you're going to start your tour. Is this podcast going to be on a hiatus for a while?
I don't even know. I got to figure all this shit out, dude.
You could do what Theo does. He brings like a little portable thing on the road. And
Well,
does
I
this-
was just gonna. There's enough comics and enough friends that I'll just be like, hey, I'm in Washington D.C. Who's got a studio? I'm gonna do a D.C. edition.
Maybe we should just do 10 podcasts right now. and then
I
just-
fucking. Some people do that.
I'm like, how many poop stories can I come up with in the next day?
I know. I can't. I get why they stack episodes now.
Yeah.
I like to record. I like maybe 1 week ahead of time for hiccups.
Put them in the can.
Yeah, but I like to record and release. So usually I record Tuesday. It comes out Tuesday night. Got this sign made. It's gorgeous. Wrong color.
Was that cut by hand or was that like a vinyl cutter?
Cut by hand. I got a new one on the way. I got a message to the guy. I forgot he was supposed to stop by and show me samples.
Looks
so we
good.
get it right.
So that's cool. What else is going on, man?
Touring, bro. Just excited, scared, all of the things. And then, hang on, I had something I wanted to talk to you about. I don't remember. It's gone.
It's that
You
new
still-
weed. That new weed habit.
I'm not high. I which is shocking, which is very rare because since I started smoking, every second that I wake up, I just go straight. It's before coffee. I'm just like,
Oh, I'm glad your addictive personality is still there.
it came back. Oh, dude, tell me about it. I was like, you'll be fine. And then a day later, I'm just like,
Do you usually use the pens?
I started with the pins because I was scared of the leaf, and now that I tried the flower, I fucking don't like the pins anymore. There's something wonky about them. Like,
Dude, I was doing the pens for a while, and I was opening for Bobby Lee. And what's that place in? It's like the Improv Levity Live in
Levity Live, Oxnard?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So I was opening for him there, and I was using the pen before. You know how I like to do. And dude, my voice was it just
It hurts
in the
your
middle
throat.
in the middle of my set. I was like, like my voice just went away, dude. I couldn't even talk.
those pins hurt my which was so weird to me. The pins were first for me when coming back to weed, and I thought it was smoother, and then I tried the flower, and then which was harsh for the first nanosecond. But once you get acclimated to the flower, I went back to the vapes, and I was like, like what is this? It's probably something in there. You gotta make sure you buy a top tier brand, or they're pumping
Yeah, we've been
chemicals
doing the
in there.
packs. You know the packs?
PAX.
Yeah, it's like you put flour in it. It's like a little oven vaporizer.
Yeah, that's the best way.
Yeah, that's
because
what
you
we
can
do.
recycle the burnt weed and bake brownies with it. You get 2 uses out of it.
There you go. I don't do edibles, dude. I have some horror stories from edibles.
Everybody does.
Jesus,
That's the. You gotta earn it. You know?
that was like,
What was your worst edible story?
I don't think I told you this before. There's 2 major ones, like 3 actually. But once I went to Disneyland. No, that was shrooms. I went to Disneyland and did shrooms, dude.
Well, yeah, that could go bad.
I
That could
cried 3 times at Disneyland, dude.
You're like, it is a small world. They're right.
Dude.
What made you cry? What?
What was the first thing that made me cry? I think it was so weird, first of all, because when you're at Disneyland, I was just starting to look around, and I never noticed this before. Maybe it was just a weird day, but I think it was the shrooms that made me notice. Every person there looked like they weren't from LA. They all looked like they were inbred people from like the South. And it was just so weird noticing that. Like there wasn't, I was with my girlfriend at the time. I go, let's find one normal fucking person, dude. We were just we sat down, just people, just walking by, dude. We couldn't find a normal person.
I'm going to want to say that was the mushrooms.
It was probably the shrooms, but dude, I'm telling you, dude, there wasn't too many normal people there that day. Then I saw Woody talking to this handicapped kid, and that made me cry. I have a mentally handicapped brother.
Yeah.
And that got me. And then what else happened? We started talking about commitment and shit. My girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. At Disneyland.
At Disneyland. And then I started crying about that because I didn't know how to handle it. And I didn't want, all the truths come out when you're fucking... It is
it's like doing your laundry before your soul, you just kind of wash it gets all the dirt up and washes it away.
Yeah. The 2 times that I had really bad edible experiences, once was this girl's like, let's take a THC pill. And I'm like, I didn't know. This is before I knew anything. I had half a brownie once that had hardly anything in it. This girl had these THC pills and she was...
With the little balls and liquid?
No, this is like back before they really had a lot of like gummies and stuff.
No, I know because I took THC pills that
I don't know what was inside.
This was like 20 years ago, and it was called Marinol, and this. I took 6 of them because I'm an addict, and I thought I was gonna die.
Oh, dude, I was sitting in my bed. It got to the point I couldn't get up.
Yeah, it's like paralysis.
Yeah, I was able to move. I was able to move my fingers and my mouth. Like I could talk. And I could move my fingers, and I'm like, help me. My heart started beating. I started thinking depressing thoughts.
Yeah.
I was looking at this like light on the, the little light on your smoke detector, and it looked like a kaleidoscope. Everything bad was happening, and I just was like, my heart started going boom, boom, boom. And I didn't know. And I was like, told my girlfriend, I'm like, dude, I need to drink some water. She brought me like a little bendy straw, like I was an old man in an old home. Dude, I was fucked
Edibles can ruin you. Ruin you.
The next day, I woke up. Oh, and I was afraid to fall asleep because I kept thinking those depressing thoughts. And my mind was like, if you fall asleep, you're going to have the worst nightmares of your life. So every time I start to doze, I'd just like wake up in a jolt of fear,
Yeah.
And then the next day I had to go to work and we had a meeting at 8 a.m. I was still off my rocker, dude. And I told my buddy before we went in, I'm like, dude, I'm fucking freaking out, dude. I can't keep my mouth shut. Like I'm at the point now where I'm just like da 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 da. And it was like one of those real estate meetings, dude. It was so bad. And
you did real estate too?
I mean,
I was a loan officer.
I helped them with their computer stuff more than I did get my license. I do have a real estate license still, but I'll probably never use it. And I never did then either because it was right after the bubble burst.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was 2 times I did edibles, and I've done some gummies recently to go to sleep. Well, those don't do shit.
Yeah, they got very, very... They seem to have regulated to a pretty decent... They got 2.5 milligrams, 5 milligrams.
Yeah.
They know. They're all the way up to 100.
Joey Diaz is like 250, right?
Joey Diaz will take 300 milligrams of THC and smoke like a chimney. And I'm just like, what are you? And function.
These are like regular gummy bears to me, cocksucker.
I take the Death Star. He'll take a Death Star and go on stage. And you're just like, God, I miss him. I finally, not got on his radar, but he just saw me enough to where he recognized me. And, he goes, hey, Tarzan, how you doing? And I was like, I love you, man. That guy is the best.
That's funny.
What a crazy fuck. He's the best.
So, yeah, I don't have any extreme drug stories besides the throwing the burrito at the windshield.
No, that's a good one, bro. That's some strong weed.
I did do ecstasy once at this gay party in.
It doesn't have to be about drugs. We could talk about anything.
I thought it was just drugs and poop in this house.
You're not that far off. There's more to that. We garden.
We do fart.
We fart. We that's just so funny. But we could talk about whatever the fuck you want.
Well, I'll tell you my last ecstasy story. My only ecstasy story. I did Molly once, but that was just like
that same family. It's
but this was like I was at this Hollywood Hills party with this girl I was dating, and she had a gay brother, and everyone was gay except for me and her. And I remember I was just in the best mood, and I was just thinking, damn, I wish they were playing Public Enemy. Like, I don't know why I wanted them to play Public Enemy, but I really wanted them to. And I remember
Great band.
Yeah, I was talking to this guy.
Group, whatever. That Flavor Flav really plays that guitar.
I was about to say, bust out the trumpet, Flav. So I remember I was talking to this dude, and he had like, you know, like when people get a lot of crow's feet when they get to a certain age. This guy had like a lot of crow's feet. And I remember I was like, dude, you look like the Marlboro Man, dude. You have that rugged, handsome look. And I just remember I was just complimenting him and talking like that. And I was like, I wish they were playing Public Enemy. And then I remember I was just telling him that shit. And I looked up, and he had this boyfriend behind him. I didn't notice. And he was just looking at me like he thought I was hitting on his boyfriend. This Marlboro Man fucking
They're like,
comment.
hey, I'm here with tits. Yeah, right? Can't say that.
No, I mean, you can.
But just did.
You just did. You misogynistic.
That's just so funny. They're like, this guy's gonna fuck my boyfriend. Back off, bro. Back off.
Yeah, he looked at me
my
like,
wiener.
The look on his face was like, you better get the fuck away from my man. I don't care if he looks like the Marlboro Man or not.
Yeah, that's some good. That's the problem with drugs. It's just good. It's good. It's too good. Molly and ecstasy just make you love everything and everyone, and
want to listen to Public Enemy.
Public Enemy, you know,
Yep.
make Public Enemy peaceful. You're just like, Normally they're my go-to, not go-to, but I love them, of course, and just to get you like,
What's your favorite Public Enemy songs?
I don't even know. I got some Hearted.
Welcome to the Terror Dome is dope.
It might be that one.
Here it is. Bam.
So I
That's Night of the Living Bassheads, actually.
I'm
here's
not,
your ticket. Hear the drama get wicked. That's Terror Dome.
I should have more. This is crazy. So first of all, Spotify does not sponsor me. I have these are the tracks I got Hearted. By the time I get to Arizona,
Oh yeah, that's a good
I
one.
like it. I
starts
want
with
to be where. Oh, that's with Grand Poobah. My bad. Lost at Birth and yeah, I don't have too many. But the reason I was giving Spotify a shout out.
Put Welcome to the Terror Dome on
I
there.
can't YouTube flat. Oh, I'll Heart it. Yeah, for sure. No, I know they're
I
like.
didn't mean to play it.
Yeah, I thought you meant play it. I know they're hits.
Yeah, some of their hits aren't as good as some of their other songs.
No, that's the problem. And I haven't really. I think I've listened to. Okay, I got it up. I can't play it.
Yeah, I understand. I can't
it's
even
like
put my.
you can't even give me 12 seconds.
They'll give you 7 seconds actually.
It's not worth it.
No, I know. I'm just letting you know.
But
I can't even put my Siri bit online. It'll like block it.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
But Spotify's Discover list, so because I listened to, Bone Thugs, Tupac, and I didn't really know too many Public Enemy minus the greatest hits, they'll just bless you with these songs. And you're just like, I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
And then it makes me go, shame on me. Why haven't you really dug deep and explored Public Enemy's discography list,
Yeah.
I should know my history.
Can't Trust It. That's another one you should listen to.
Okay.
Can't trust it.
I'll get into it. But I get into KRS-One. I know I should know my history, but that was before my time.
Love's Gonna Get You.
Oh, that's my favorite one.
Love that
Love's
song.
Gonna Get You. That's my favorite KRS.
Now there's steak with the beans and
That's
rice.
such a good story. That guy's such a good storyteller.
Yeah.
He just tells the tale of how he started hustling because he had to, and then all of a sudden it's Love's Gonna Get You. Yeah, you know all the old school. I was right after.
I don't know any of the new school though.
Nah,
None of it.
I know poquito.
Yeah. So what else, man? You're living by the beach now?
Yeah, moved in with my girl.
You wouldn't believe it, you guys. You walk right out this door right there, and there's the beach right
It's
to
fucking
the right.
crazy. Yeah, did you move in with your lady?
She moved in with me. Yeah.
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 Yeah, pandemic soulmates.
Pandemic soulmates. PSMs.
No, it's just crazy. The pandemic happened, and I don't remember the timeline, but we were both just like dating, and then you lock down, and you're like, well, you're my wife now.
Is she gonna go with you on the road?
Some gigs, yeah, for sure. Not all of them. It's just not possible, but several runs she's coming with me. My sister's gonna watch our cats.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So what else is going on? What else are we going to talk about?
I don't know, man. Stop saying that. You're putting the pressure on me. We just kind of wing it.
Whenever we have whenever there's a 3-second silence, I'm like, I hope he has something.
I don't. But if you give me 4
All right,
seconds,
there's Tito's Tacos. There's Tito's Taco sticker. You been there lately?
No.
Is it still there?
That's not what I want to talk about.
Okay. Tell us what we should talk about.
This guy, I'm like, you're making me feel like I had to do homework. I should have brought notes. No, Tito's Tacos, if you don't know, they're in Culver City. Shout out to them. It's the best goddamn Americanized Mexican food you ever have. It's just so funny because my cousins from Mexico came over and we're like, we'll take them to Tito's Tacos.
I have a story.
We know it's
Tito's.
Whitewashed, but it's like good, you know.
It's all Mexicans working there. Can't be that whitewashed.
It's still different. I mean, I guess whitewash is not the correct term. It's just different than in Mexico. And we're like, we took them there and they're just like,
I have a story about Tito's
you know,
Tacos.
they're like, whatever. And we're like, oh, yeah, you get Mexican food from Mexico. What were we thinking? Anyways.
I have a story about Tito's Tacos.
Poopy?
Not poopy. It's actually it's actually something I don't want. I do want to tell it, but I know I shouldn't because it makes me look like a really bad person. But I'll tell it.
Okay.
This is when I was in my 20s. It's fine. Fucking 50 now, dude.
It was just, I knocked out this old Nana.
No, it's not that bad. My friends and I, we always used to stop at Tito's Tacos. We'd go to Disneyland a lot, and it was, you know, we'd take the 405 instead of the 5, so we can stop at Tito's. And it was me, Mark, Dave, and Steve. And Steve went to the bathroom, and he left his food out. And my friends Dave and Mark go, you won't spit in his taco. I know, dude. I was peer pressure.
Yeah,
I
that's
regret
too
it.
Far.
I know, but check this out, dude.
I
God.
never do that. I spit in someone's face, but we were about to fight. No, I don't even know if I did that.
I'm pretty sure you did if that's in your head. Yeah, dude. So I had a burrito and I was spitting in his taco, like this red string of spit across the top of his taco, and that was such an asshole move.
Yeah, that's a knife fight, you know? That's a knife fight.
And then, of course, he found out because my friends are fucking dicks.
Yeah.
We're still all friends.
Yeah, I'd take that one to the grave.
I know. I just feel it was, you know, that stupid fucking sticker made me fucking think of Cheetos tacos, and then you brought it up. And then I had to fucking bring up the story because it's a podcast.
I'm a cerebral thinker, you know. You just give me a second. This guy's like, come at me with the topic. I'm like, There's no buzzer, man. I'd be good at those, I think, or really bad.
Like Family Feud?
Yeah. I have
or Jeopardy.
Weird knowledge of random shit.
What's a weird factoid that you know that most people don't know?
I don't. I mean, Tito's Tacos. My friend spit in a guy's burrito once.
It was a taco.
No, I just remember being really good at Trivial Pursuit when we played at family functions and shit. And everyone was like, "How do you know this shit?" And I'm like, "I don't know." It's a lot of documentaries and weird shit. I like history. Cool. But yeah, I'm a decent guy to have on your team on Family Feud. Maybe not Jeopardy. That's like next level knowledge. But I'll get some. I get some. Lake Titicaca. I just remember Conan. Remember Lake Titicaca?
Beavis says that.
That's a real lake.
Yeah.
They named the lake Lake Titicaca. Come on.
When he turns into Cornholio, he says Lake Titicaca.
First of all, Beavis and Butthead was the greatest show ever. I saw the movie in theaters with my Nana. That's how hip she was. I saw Fire, Cornholio. With Nana,
they're bringing it back, by the way.
Thank God.
Comedy Central just bought.
They brought it back for like 3 months, and
they're
then
bringing
it
it
just
again.
disappeared. And it was so good. It was like up to date Beavis making fun of all the shit, and I was like, and then it just went away. I was like, why? That's my heroes. I don't even realize that. Talk about comedic influence. It was them. We were watching them 7, 8, 9, 10. The best.
The first time I watched it was with my friend Brian, and it was on. It was called a Maranathon. It was on all night, you know, all the episodes they're playing, and we're like, this is so stupid. When we just kept watching though, 3 episodes into, we were all in and laughing our ass off, dude. At first, we were like, how is anyone ever going to watch this shit? And then all of a sudden, we couldn't stop.
I was like, these guys are my soulmates. What the fire. Just dumb fuck. Hey, baby, we're going to get laid. You know, like, they're just...
Oh, yeah.
They're just the epitome of how stupid guys are. A lot of us.
Yeah.
Just like, fire. Titties. Like, that's how guys' brains work, pretty much.
Yep. And they hated Bon Jovi.
Good. Fuck you and your good hair. 3 decades of good hairdos. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are? Yeah. What else?
I
have something.
I've been keeping it moving, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to give him 4 seconds, like you said, and then this is what happens.
That was a joke. I have something. I was just about to ask you something.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay, yeah, go back to the buzzer shit. Carry me, Monarchs. Carry me.
So the store is at 35% capacity from what I've heard, but the Improv looks like they're filling it up. So why do they have different rules? I mean,
I have no idea, and it's all so annoying. And they're forcing me. I'm going to have to get fucking vaccinated, even though I don't want to, because I can't go to the clubs. Can't go to the clubs. I can't go to Canada. It's kind of weird.
Why don't you want to get vaccinated?
I just don't want to, all right?
I'm just curious. I don't care if you do or not.
Straight up, I don't trust it, period. I know I'll be fine. I just don't trust corporations. I don't trust Big Pharma.
Okay, so what do you think might happen? What's the worst case scenario? I don't think
anything's negative is going to happen to me. I just don't want it. I don't want it, and I think it's fucked up that I'm not being forced to, but I am because it's affecting my life. Like, I could still choose to not get it, but it's going to affect so many. It literally affects my dodgeball area of my life, my family, my career. And I'm like, well, fuck, I got to fucking get it now, you fuck faces.
Well, I'm just curious, like, what you worried about.
I have antibodies right now at this moment in time, which is Mother Nature's vaccine.
Yeah.
I know I could get the vaccine and then be even more immune. Yeah. But
you don't think there's like they're putting microchips in you?
No, I don't think it's good for you. I think it's very weird that the media and the establishment and the countries of the world don't promote eating healthy, getting sun, exercising, losing weight, but they promote a vaccine in your bloodstream that they sell or they're getting paid. The governments of the world fund the process to making the vaccine, but then somehow the corporations profit off of it. I'm just like, this is...
Individuals being healthy doesn't help the world. Like, that's your own personal choice, whereas
No, but don't you find it funny that what is it, 2% good news? Like, there needs to be some sort of regulation and balance where you can't just produce a fear factory 90% of the time because it sells, just for as the common decency as a human being for the human species.
But the vaccine is free.
No, but somebody pays for it. We pay for it through tax dollars. You think they're making this for free? Someone's getting paid. Someone is getting paid, and it ain't us. And I know I'll be fine, and I know I'm going to eventually fucking get it.
Yeah.
So I just don't like any of the shit about it. How, like, why aren't we promoting health? They got a death ticker. They don't have a health ticker. Okay, if you're going to have the fucking death ticker, have the positive ticker too. Yin and yang, got to even it out. They only do this. Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
Well, how can you have a health ticker?
Yeah, it's an example. You ask too many informative questions. You know what I mean? You got to have good and bad. That's all I mean by that. You can't just be like, fucking pills, pharmacy, take our drugs, and not offer the option of maybe try some organic broccoli and jogging around the block and going in the sun, gardening, therapeutic, meditating, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
You never hear that, though. You just hear death. All the time. It's just like...
That's how the news is.
That's what gets
them clicks.
Yeah, but at a certain point, just us as a human species, we need to be like, hey, like, yeah, we can do that, but let's not.
Yeah.
There's a global pandemic and everybody's dying. How about we stop making them more scared than they already are? And instead of that, they go, nah, let's pour gas on this and spread the fear. And that's my quarrel with all this shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I know people that have gotten it and got laid out and gone to the hospital, and some people have passed. And, you know, it's just, they may have been extremely unhealthy and were on that path anyways, but they got the jab and they ain't here no more.
Who?
I don't want to name names, bro.
Okay.
I'll tell you after. It's just crazy.
Someone I know?
Probably.
Really?
It's just,
All right.
let's move on.
Let's move on to something else.
Yeah.
You fart lately?
Of course.
Cool.
I'm just bummed that I'm just like, I got to do something that I really don't want to do.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it's coming. It's just literally, I have to do it for Canada and the Comedy Store and the Improv and Dodgeball.
Canada?
And some of my family. So I'm just like, here we go, cocksuckers. Thanks. Anyways, farts. Back to farts. That always brings you back.
It always makes you happy.
Last night, I had the most violent farts ever. It was like, okay, is there a rocket in my ass? It just felt like, ugh.
What did you eat?
What did I eat?
Chipotle?
Top tenders. Top tenders.
What's Top Tenders?
Top Tenders is the best chicken sandwich spot ever, minus Dave's Hot Chicken, but like different, like, because Top Tenders, you could get sweet chili, garlic parmesan. They have like 6-8 flavors, whatever, you know, you got options. Dave's Hot Chicken is just like hot, really hot, or shit your pants, it's so hot. And you're like, how about mild?
Yeah, I think they have mild.
I got mild finally because I learned my lesson, because I was like almost inedible. I was just like, ah.
That's in North Hollywood, right?
Yeah, but they're branching out. They got they have one in West Hollywood on Melrose now, and Dave's Hot Chicken is get Nashville hot chicken sandwich, mild in my opinion. At Dave's is the best, but if you want different flavors, Top Tenders.
But you're gonna have the most violent farts of your life.
I don't know if it was from that.
Oh, what do you think it was from?
Just like, no, just know the culprit, and you're just like, I don't care. It's worth the pain.
That's what I do every Sunday. I have Ben and Jerry's Half Baked, and I just could feel it.
They have peanut butter half baked. I'm a peanut butter fan.
I like peanut butter, but Half Baked is the best flavor by far, in my opinion. I just don't need that peanut butter shit in my Half Baked.
I like fish food.
Yeah, it's good.
Ben and Jerry's. Have you tried Netflix and chill?
No, I've looked at
There's Punchline. There's the Colbert one was pretty good.
Yeah, there's a few good ones, but I always go back to Half Baked.
Yeah.
Chocolate Therapy is good too.
Ben and Jerry's, man. Okay. What are you guys doing over there? You just got a mom back there just spraying love on it. Just, what is that
So
shit?
good,
Ben and
dude.
Jerry's is by far.
I wrote them a letter recently.
Thank you, right?
No. I ordered their new flavor. It was, what was it? It was caramel swirl brownie, something like that, with a core. Dude, there was no fucking brownies in it. There was like 3 chocolate smudges in it.
I did the core. Don't do the core. So the core I got, same thing. It was vanilla ice cream. I was like, there's no cookie dough core.
Yeah, I fucking wrote
I was
them
like,
a letter.
I thought I
dude.
was going to get so much more cookie dough because I was like, it's the core.
I like to get fun with my letters, you know, and like it was like 10,000 characters max or something, and I used all 10,000 characters, and I just fucking went off.
You're an insane person.
I know. I was like,
Every last one. Rewrote it 6 times.
I got to the point where it was like, okay, you're done, and I was like, okay. But I was trying to be funny, sort of, with it, you know. But I was like, there was 3 chocolate smudges. It says brownies. I get half baked all the time, and there's a million brownies in it, and ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, and ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, and they sent me coupons for free pints.
Nice.
Yeah.
God bless them. So that's the thing, too. If you get a normal half-baked, there's so much everything in it.
Oh,
You're
my
just
God.
like,
I just had it last night.
So much. And then I tried the core thinking it was going to be so much or more than that. And then no. It was like, this is vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
Why the
You
fuck
should have wrote
did
a letter.
I pay $5 for vanilla ice cream? Give me 2 chips.
By the way, if you write a letter, you got to keep the thing because there's like a code on the bottom of it you got to put in there. So you can't just, you got to.
I lost the 5.
I know.
I ain't doing
I know.
it.
I'm just saying.
I hate that where you just go, "Grr, I deserve my money back, but it ain't gonna. I worked at Trader Joe's for you know how long, and the people that return food, some of them, I agree with them, but some of the repeats, we're like, okay.
Did they have? They didn't have Ben and Jerry's there, did they? Once in a while.
No, I wish.
I thought they did once
we
in
ever?
a while.
I still say we. Look at that. No, yeah. They have their version of little holiday ones. There was one, the ginger snap one at Christmas time. That was the best ice cream I've ever had in my life. It had like soft ginger snap raw cookie dough
Trader
in it.
Joe's pisses me off. Then they got rid of that chicken pot pie you always recommended.
That was the best thing I've ever had in my. I got a chicken pot pie that is as good. It's at the Rockefeller restaurant nearby.
But you can't have it at home whenever you want.
No.
It's $9 too.
No. Yeah, and this one's like $18. I'm like, what are you okay, Rockefeller? You're already rich, asshole.
Yeah. So what else is going on,
I
dude?
got it, man. I got it. Let me sit.
Does this happen with other people? That's all.
Every single person.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. I don't want to be the boring dude. Okay.
You're
he's
not
like,
boring.
He's like, no, it happens every time.
Normal.
No, a lot of times people would look at me and be like, what is going on in your head? No, this is how we roll, man.
Yeah.
I guess we'll ask, how was it? I'm curious. How was it coming back? That shit's
Dude, the first time on stage, I wasn't terrified, but it was so rusty. You know,
You weren't terrified? I was
wasn't
terrified. And I
terrified.
took like 60 or 90 days off or whatever, and I was back to square one.
Dude,
about
to be honest,
vomit.
I couldn't remember how to start my jokes. Like my let's say my Plan B joke, I'd always start it, and I was like, I know all the parts of it, but what's the words that starts
yeah.
it? Like I'm like, oh yeah, dating's expensive.
Yeah.
Boom, I got it. Okay, now I can start
As soon as you get in the rhythm, I was saying punchlines in the middle and being like, "Oh fuck, that
Yeah.
was supposed to be at the end," and I was like, "I can't rewind," and I just like, "Well, that one's kind of worked instead of really worked."
Yeah.
yeah, it was crazy. You're like, I don't normally say that like that. I don't say that like that.
Did I tell you what happened the other night?
Uh-uh.
I can't really talk about it on here. Actually, now I think about it.
Damn it.
Yeah, sorry.
Patreon.
But
You get it later.
I mean, it's already out. It's on Reddit. It's everywhere. This story.
Oh,
but-
the beef.
yeah. You heard, okay.
I read it on Reddit, and I was like, that's probably Monarch
It
show.
was my show. I have.
I talked about it on my podcast.
Oh, I got something to show you later when we're off.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Don't forget after we stop. I have to show you this.
Yeah, that's on him.
You will be in.
I will forget.
You will be in tears.
It's sad.
Laughing.
I know. I'm a jokester.
So Tupac is that Jesus and Tupac?
That's me and Tupac. I
Is
forgot
that
to
you?
put him up. Hang on.
I like how I just mistook you for Jesus.
Yeah.
Let me see you. Oh my God, that is you. What is? Where did you get?
I was
that?
gonna sell it for merch, and I just gave up.
No, that'd be perfect, dude. Why don't you put that on your website?
Yeah, I'll get them done. I'm lazy and I'm stressed out.
I never got into Tupac. I'd probably like him.
Oh, dude, he's the greatest rapper.
I think we talked about this last time, but yeah,
I mean, he is. Talk about the perfect of all your heroes, the Rock hymns, the krs-ones, the Public. Like he was, like how out of Richard Pryor came Eddie Murphy. Like,
I'm a few years older than you. Mine were like the Beastie Boys and Run DMC and LL Cool J.
yeah, that's how I was trying to name that era. Rock hymns of that era.
Yeah, it was right after probably the
No, I know.
initial
Like
boom.
when I got into it, this was like after. But I fortunately had older sisters to where I still got enough old school where I'm not all corny over here,
I remember I was playing Salt and Pepper's 12-inch single of Push It.
Yeah.
And my mom's like, turn that off. And I was like, why? I don't want you listening to a song called Pussy. And I was like, it's Push It.
Yeah, my sister had JJ Fad and
We're
Too
JJ Fad and we're here to
and
rock.
Too Short, Supersonic, and all that shit. Queen Latifah. I didn't get into.
I met Queen Latifah when I was working at Circuit City, and I rapped.
What?
I rapped for her. You know I rap, right?
Yeah, I actually have heard you bust a rhyme out.
Yeah.
Too.
And she
You're
goes,
so
"Let's hear
funny.
what." She goes, "Let's hear what you got."
Raps.
I rap. I'm the killer bee. So I did my rap for her in the TV department, and she's like, "That's good. You should do a demo." And I never did.
Yeah. It's just everything's work. You know how it goes. I'm one man over here. Thank God I have him. And I'm just trying to, I'm where we, as a comedian, until you get money, you're the booker, you're the agent, you're the publicist, I'm like, it's like, and then I was like, I got to make the merch. I got to make the website. I got to put it on the website. Then I got to fulfill the order. I'm just like, I don't I don't want to brush my teeth after I get high. How am I going to do all of the, and I get it done and I do it. It's all good problems.
And you hate showering.
I do. How do you know that?
You told me once.
Oh, I didn't want to shower today.
You're like, sometimes I get depressed. I go, what are you depressed about? He goes, I just don't like showering sometimes.
It's like I gotta eat. I gotta shower. I gotta wipe my ass.
That stuck with me. I'm like, okay, he's all right.
Too many things.
Do you live close by?
No.
No, he's a trooper.
40 minutes.
Yeah.
He comes down, man. I know. I'm a lucky guy.
So yeah, your girl found this place.
We both did. We were walking by.
That's cool.
Walking by. We're like, hey, there's a for rent sign. And they go, hey, come on in. And I said, I'll take it.
No, you're here.
I'm here. Yeah, that was the most beautiful, perfect time. It was when Hollywood was burning and fecal matter was rising.
Yeah.
A lot of you were in the valley. You didn't really get it. But like,
What happened?
It's poop. It's poop. Literally. L.A. in the city is just sad. It's just too much despair, too much homeless, too much poop. Literally, I'm not even joking. There's just shit and piss everywhere. There's tents, there's trash, there's crime. And I got out at a good time. It's just like, if you're over the hill in the valley or over in the South Bay, you don't really get it. But Venice is...
There's a lot more homeless people in tents, like under the freeways in the valley now.
Yeah.
From this
It's
pandemic,
just, we got to do... Yeah. We got to do better.
I drove my mom to the dentist the other day, and I was going to the dentist too, and there was this homeless, row of tents under this the 101.
Yeah.
And she just almost starts crying, and she was like, "This is America," and I know it's bad, but just the fact that she said that, like, America's supposed to be so perfect, I could not stop laughing.
Yeah.
And then I was in the dental chair. I could not stop laughing, and I go, "Hold on a second."
The guy's drilling your teeth.
No, the lady was cleaning my teeth, and I go, "I'm sorry. I was just thinking about how my mom cried about how we're living in America." It's not good. It's not funny. It's sad,
it's so sad.
But
well,
her reaction made me laugh just because it didn't really make sense to me.
No, you're not a monster. I laugh at
Yeah.
I'll cry with.
You're not a monster. You just spit in your friend's tacos and laugh at your mom crying.
It's just true though. It's like we're America. We're supposed to be good and take care of the people.
I think the thing that was funny is like she really believes that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like she doesn't see.
That's why I just look at it as a corporation. It's just fucking pay me. Where's my money? You ain't got it. Go to the freeway, bitch. That's America. When we think it's like, no, we'll save you.
Yep.
Will we? Will we? No, we'll send you to prison. Do a little labor. Make the tide. I didn't know until Killer Mike and this pandemic. I heard about it. Profit for prisons, how like they make products. And then you look at the list of products, you're like, oh shit, I buy a lot of that. Tide is made in prisons? Crazy.
Are you sure it's a fact?
A lot of prisons, private prisons.
I'm sure they do stuff like that. I just didn't know if Tide was made.
No, and then, they make all, you could Google it. I don't remember, but there's a long list of hundreds of American products made at prisons, and they're just common as hell. And you probably, most of us all, and you're just like, well, this is dark. I didn't know.
So how long have you been with your girl now?
Well, I almost just threw up in my mouth from bubbles. Jesus Christ almighty.
If I asked that question and you threw up, that would have been the clip to put on fucking Instagram right there. So how long you been with your girlfriend?
Well, you're like, well, that's not going good. No, it's going great. Oh my God, the timing of that. I'm fucking losing it. We met about 2 years ago now, approaching, and then, like I said earlier, we're dating and just have, a little casual, just fun. And then, pandemic struck and now we have 2 cats together. Yeah. And we living together. It's just it's so weird because guys, this is the first woman I've ever lived with in my life that's not my mama and my sisters, and it's just it's so funny and weird and scary. Have you lived with a girl before?
Yeah, bunch of times. Yeah.
Oh shit, you're crazy. Anyways, it's good. It's just like it's so weird because I'm 36 and I'm like, oh, like people do this at 25, but I'm in my head like, am I mature enough for this? That's what's crazy. No, but it's good, man. We got kitties and we love each other, and I've never built a home with someone, you know. So it's
Does she smoke weed too?
No, I mean, little. I got her. I dosed her a couple times.
Oh,
no, a little bit.
I thought maybe that was contributing to you doing it again. I didn't realize that.
No, she does not. And then as soon as I started, she's like, "You're gonna do it that much?" And I'm like, "Oh, you're right. I know you're right."
Yeah, dude. I held out till I was 30, and my girlfriend came home once with a baggie of weed and a pipe in it. She goes, "This is for you. This is a present for you." I go, "No." And she was like, "I'm not doing drugs. I've not done it for 30 years. I'm not going to start now." She goes, "Please." And I go, "No." And then I wanted her to watch Young Guns, and she'd never seen it. And I was like,
regulators.
After like 15 minutes of her begging me, I go, "Fine. If you watch Young Guns, I'll smoke weed while we watch it." And dude, I want to smoke enough so it works, because I always hear the first time it doesn't work. So I was just smoking.
Oh, it works.
Smoking and smoking. And, you know, when they get the, what's that stuff that they took? That stuff that Lou Diamond Phillips dug
peyote?
Out? Peyote, yeah, the peyote scene. By the time they got to that scene, dude, I was like so gone. And I remember she had these like makeup removing pads in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And we were just watching the movie, and she said something to me, and I just looked at her. I said, "Dove pads." And then we both started cracking up. Dude, I don't even know why I said Dove pads, but that was the first time I ever got stoned.
And then you loved it, right?
Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. It's a mixed thing. Like, you know, like sometimes I get like, I don't feel good after I smoke weed. Like I feel like,
you just push through those times.
Yeah, it happens more often than I would want, though. But these new gummies that my girlfriend got, like, one is for sleep, and it makes me, in an hour and a half, I'm out. Like, and I get a good night's sleep. Another one's called Social. It's pretty good. Like,
I love the sleepy ones.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So those work.
How's the social ones?
You know what? I took she has 3 different ones. I took the highest one, and that one kind of made me feel like when I smoke, and that's not a good reaction. But it might just be whatever mood I'm in when I take it. It might depend on that. You know what I mean? Because sometimes like
some of them, the reason I love it so much and I chase it so much, because sometimes you take a little hit or a little edible and you get the shit-eating grin and you're just happy and you couldn't, you know what I mean? You say Dove pad.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm chasing, because those magical moments are so fun. But then there is a lot where you're just like, I'm going to die. You know,
like, that's the kind of shit I don't like, dude. And I just feel like it just makes me realize a lot of things that I don't like sometimes, which is fine. It's reality. But other than that, it's fun once in a while. It just probably depends on which kind you smoke.
It's just moderation.
Yeah.
As I swirl my giant mug of cold brew. Look at you, got a nicer cup. He's got a Yeti.
You guys are serious about your beverages. You got that. You got this back here.
This guy just wanted regular water. He hasn't even. Have you taken a sip yet?
No, I don't even think I opened it yet. But I was drinking some water on the way down here.
Gotcha.
This is like alkaline water. This is the real deal.
I don't play. I don't play. Well, when
this.
you give up the booze, it's just a weird thing. I got like MTV Cribs beverages. I was like, I got 14 flavors of mineral water, tonic water, black tea.
It's good.
Alkaline. You got to keep it alkaline.
Do you have any like regular subscribers that like hit you up about your podcast and like do they ever phone in with questions or anything like that?
Sometimes, yeah. We don't do it that often, but I'll put up a little, ask me anything. We did it maybe 4 episodes ago or something.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a little loyal fan base. I'm very, very, very grateful for. Thank you guys. I appreciate you.
Yeah, they're the best.
You buy my tickets to my fart jokes. Get me into all these clubs. Oh, my heavens.
Is there a particular city you're looking forward to the most that you're hitting?
Well, I hear that Appleton, Wisconsin, which is very soon, has a great club called Skyline. A lot of these clubs, this is my first time there. I have not done them yet. I was excited about Punchline, Atlanta Punchline, but they're not in cahoots with the other Punchlines. Still don't care, but I'm, Because punchline,
That's how they get you. Like, yeah, we're a punchline.
Well, because I don't care. And then it's not confirmed yet, but everyone says Governor's Long Island is an amazing club, and I'm in talks with them, and I might be doing it the 25th or the 30th. Nothing.
Do you do all this, or does your agent take care of it?
My agent.
Okay, because you said you're in talks. I thought maybe you were doing this yourself.
I do a little bit of it, but it's mainly my team.
Cool.
It's my homie Stu Golfman. God bless you, motherfucker. And Ian Arrighetti and Justin Silvera. And yeah, dude.
Very cool.
It's so crazy. I always wanted people to hustle for me, and now it's happening.
Are you bringing someone to all the events to open?
It's not that easy. I'm not
it's a money
famous enough and rich enough.
So they'll just put up locals?
Some of them I can bring them,
yeah.
But some of them I'll be like, hey, I'm not making enough to fly you out and put you up, but I'll get you paid by the club if you want, and I don't even know if I have enough clout with the club to get you in to begin with,
Yeah. It's a weird thing at that point.
But it's all, it's happening, and some of my buddies are getting in, and then some of them are not, and that's,
Yeah.
Until I get 1 million fans or whatever. I don't know how this shit works. You gotta.
You'll just ride the wave until
you ride the wave.
It'll be here soon, I think.
And then I'll be like, you're taking my friend. You're taking him. I said so.
And you're putting him in the penthouse, bitch.
Yeah. And then, comedy clubs that have condos, it's a lot easier because then you're like, we got a condo to stay at. And then some of those condos. And then some of those condos, you're like, oh my God.
I heard the La Jolla one was pretty good now. I heard they remodeled it.
They remodeled it and it's on the ocean. And House of Comedy, Phoenix, Arizona. Beautiful condo.
Cool.
Stand up live.
I think I called you when you were at that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was cool. And then just slanging hoodies, man. Slanging merch. It's fucking dope. Calling it the Loosey Goosey Tour. And I can't believe I thought of that yesterday because all my merch is Loosey Goosey. It's kind of my most viral bit, Loosey Goosey, when I drive on mushrooms. And I was like, why did it take me this long to think? I was going to call it I Might Not Be Poor Anymore Tour.
Yeah.
It's funny, but it's a little long off the tongue.
Yeah, Loosey Goosey.
It's much easier.
It flows.
It flows. It matches me. And I said it before the bit. And
Yeah.
Loosey Goosey. And
it's the real Conant shit.
Yeah.
Nice. Ding, 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 ding.
See, these are the moments that people want. They go look at me. They go, look, he's dying in his head. Look at him. He doesn't know what to say next. What about mineral water? What else can we talk about that's not controversial?
We can talk about controversial shit.
I don't like to.
We already talked about vaccines.
No, I know.
You're an anti-vaxxer.
I'm going to get it. I got to get it. Fuckers. That's the thing, too. Like, they're like, oh, you're anti-vax. It's like, no, I'm going to get it. And it's just like, you can not want to get it and not be anti. Anyways, I'm anti. No, I like to talk about that stuff, but visit it and then go back to silly stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's why
it's not a political podcast.
It's not, and also it's like when I go to comedy shows and a guy starts doing these bits, it's like, okay, you better be one of the best. You better be a motherfucking Jim Jeffries, a Bill Burr, a Sarah Silverman, or some shit, or shut up about it. I'm sick of it. We don't want to hear it. We're trying to escape. We're here for joy, to escape.
I have a whole bit about
the weight of the world. Well, it better be fucking good.
I'm just kidding. I don't.
Exactly. It's like, I don't want to. It's just like, you got to be top notch, top tier at that type of stuff, or shut the fuck up about it.
Louis C.K. can do it.
Of course, because he's a genius.
Genius who likes jerking off in front of chicks.
He spanks the monkey, and he's gone.
He's still around.
Yeah.
That was stupid. He didn't do anything.
He just was whacking it, guys.
My question is this. He asked every girl that he was supposed to, that he did that in front of. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So that's something he liked doing when he wasn't famous, obviously. He got a little bit of popularity. He was still doing it. When was he supposed to stop? Like, the problem was they said he was abusing his power to these younger comedian chicks. But, like, is today the day that I'm too famous to do this anymore? Like, you know what I mean? Like, when is it supposed to come to you that, like, this thing I've done my whole life, I'm supposed to stop? Like, it's just so silly.
I think it was when he was in American Hustle.
Okay, now I need to stop doing what I've always done. Now that I've done this movie.
He goes, I got to stop whacking it. No. And it was too late. When he was in, because that won some Oscars, didn't it? That was Christian Bale.
I didn't even see that movie. Was it funny?
Cooper? No.
I didn't see it.
It's Oscar nominated. Who was in it? Christian Bale, Amy.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Wasn't Bradley Cooper up in there?
Yeah.
That was that was a good one. You got to watch it.
Okay.
It's the long haul.
Okay. I'm down. Louis C.K. has a serious role is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's when it all went down. That's all I remember. I remember him seeing in that. I remember being his fan, and I remember him going away. And I was like, oh.
People are like, well, that's what you get for doing a non-funny role.
Yeah. That's what you get. Damn it. I had something. And it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Christian Bale's so fucking good. Jesus Christ. You know, he's done some gangster shit on sets where he has found out, like, where a director is being abusive or something, and he'll go punk the director. And that is so badass.
I've heard that he's ranted and raved on sets before. Like,
I also hear he's a nut, but, you know, you got to take... If he's defending the people that can't speak up yet because they don't have the clout that he has...
Can't wait to tell you this story later.
Well, now, like, I'm like, and we're done.
No.
Yeah, so that's badass. But yeah, I've heard he's gone nuts. Everyone flipped out on Tom Cruise for yelling at his crew, and every word out of his mouth seemed like he just cared about the job, the project, and the people. And
people just want to be mad, dude.
Yeah, and you're like, you thought you were airing dirty laundry, but he's yelling at you guys because he cares. It was like a caring mother, like, don't do this. There's too many people that depend on this, you know? And I was like, that sounds like a good man. It was crazy.
Mission Impossible 17 better be good.
Yeah, I fucking love him. I don't care what wackadoo shit he does. That guy is the shit.
What's your favorite Tom Cruise movie?
Oh my God. I really enjoyed that of recent time, that reset one with the aliens.
Is that one like Groundhog's Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
that was
one.
so good.
That is a good movie.
What's the one? I almost said Jack Herrera, but that's a strain of weed. Remember when he's just the guy?
Jack Reacher.
Reacher.
He was so funny in Tropic Thunder, dude.
Oh, Tropic Thunder is the best role he's ever done in my life.
I also like A Few Good Men. You seen A Few Good Men?
Of course.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Everything. Born on the 4th of July. I'm every Mission Impossible. I saw the first one in theaters.
3 was my favorite, I think.
I couldn't even tell you which one's which because there's 9, 8, 7, 13 of them. But I'm a sucker for action. And
I just watched Mortal Kombat last night.
I haven't seen it yet. Don't spoil it for me.
Okay. You know I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan.
I love Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. I saw the first one in theaters, remember? Oh.
It had a couple good parts. Don't get your expectations too high.
I'm so easy, and I'm so sick of people being like, I can't believe Jack Reacher wasn't... It's like, it's not going to win Oscars, guys. It's just action. It's just fun. Stop making it. It wasn't as good as Apocalypse Now. No fucking shit. This is just fun. It's just fun. Mortal Kombat is just a fun movie. They're like, it was kind of cheesy. No shit. The guy shoots a fucking scorpion out of his skin. It's not.
Get over here.
It's not meant. Get over here. It's not meant to be real. These people were like, well, Sub-Zero, I didn't believe the character. Get the Louis out of here, you fucking assholes. It's getting low scores on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like, it's not meant for that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I just feel, you know what I feel like? And I feel like all these movies that they're deciding to stream instead of put in theaters, they knew they sucked. Am I right?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, like, dude, think of one movie that is...
No, they always put the shitty movies in theaters because they're like, how can we trick the audience to get in here and then we make the money and
look,
it's
it
too
started
late.
with Mulan, which I've never heard anyone say is amazing. Then they do it with Wonder Woman 1984. Everyone said it sucked. Now they're doing it with Mortal Kombat. It's not great. Let me tell you, dude, they're holding Black Widow. They could have done this with Black Widow. It's going to be good.
Which one's Black Widow?
The chick from Avengers, the Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, yeah, she's badass.
Yeah, so they're going to put that in theaters, and I bet you it'll be good. Like, all these things, they're like, yeah, just put it, Coming to America too, let's put it in the fucking... Like, everything
I loved Coming to America too.
I liked it too, but I'm a big fan.
That scene in the barbershop.
Yeah.
It's science.
Yeah.
I was fucking dying.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay, I had some cheesy moments, like when...
Which makes me think, sorry.
Jermaine Fowler just started rapping. I was like, okay.
Which is making me think Matrix 4 is going to suck, by the way, because they're releasing it to stream. Maybe it'll be great. I just haven't seen one movie that's gone straight to streaming that has been like, wow, thank you.
But Matrix 2 and 3 got a little weird.
Yeah, and now it's, 15 years later?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
I'm such a fan of Keanu, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Bill and Ted sucked so bad.
I saw that one coming. I
But
haven't.
John Wick, they're making a couple more of those. That'll be good. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I love John Wick. I saw John Wick actually when I met my girl at it was my birthday, and I met her at a show, and she's like, "What'd you do today?" I was like, "It's my birthday. I saw John Wick by myself." The second or third one, and she like got all sad, and I was like, "No, like I did this on purpose."
You went in the theaters?
Yeah, well, because on my actual birthday, I had like a show, and you know, the day before I celebrate with my mom, the day after with my dad. So I had like 2 birthday celebrations, but the actual day I was by myself. John Wick, and
How come your girlfriend didn't go with you?
I didn't know. I met her that day.
You met her that. Got it.
I met her that day, and then we, started talking and then dating.
Yeah.
But I didn't remember any of that, actually. She told me all of that, if we're going to be real honest. I was like, oh, yeah, that's... Guys, we don't give a fuck. She's like, oh, I remember. I'm like, oh, now I remember.
Remember the time? You're like, yup.
Yup. I was like, unless it was a fart that woke me up, I don't remember. Last night, those were how violent they were. They woke me up. I ate a gummy before bed. They got to be real violent.
Did it wake her up?
No, not this one, which is crazy because I've woken her up so many times and I don't wake up. And I find that so funny that I'm just dead asleep, ripping the loudest ass, waking her up. And the one that jolted me out of bed and scared my cat, she was out.
My girlfriend,
like, oh my
girlfriend
God.
has farted in her sleep 9 times since we got together.
What are you, Ross from Friends? You keep a track?
Of course I do. Because she gets so embarrassed. I'm like, that's number 7.
Do you know how many people you've slept with?
In my life?
Yeah.
No?
Okay. I was going to say, I find it weird when everyone knows, like, I've done, like, there's some people that know how many times they've done stand-up. And I'm like,
oh, wow.
Okay, data sheet.
Maybe when I had, like, 12.
Yeah. I don't even think I kept track. I lost track at 4. I was like,
Stand-up or chicks?
Stand-up. And chicks. I was just like,
it's your 5th chick. What are you, number 12?
I just don't care. Everyone is like, what date did you start?
Well, we do too many shows too. I mean,
but you know what I mean.
Log.
Like people keep track of important dates. The first time you ever do stand up.
Yeah, my cousin.
They asked me.
All
I'm just
sorts
like
of facts like that.
I was like, I have no idea. I've had to look it up 18 times. Thank God I finally screenshot it. I saved it in my favorites so I can find it easier.
I know the first time I did stand up, I just know the year. It was like 98, dude.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Laugh Factory.
What the fuck?
3-minute open mic.
1998.
Yeah, you know how I know?
Are you 90 years old?
50.
He looks great for his age.
You know how I know it was 98? My opening joke bombed, and it was horrible.
Was it about Windows 98?
No, it was
Fuck
about
Bill Gates.
It was about
vaccine.
the Godzilla movie. I was wondering when I did my first stand-up, and I looked up when Godzilla came out with Matthew Broderick, and it was 98, and that's how I knew.
Oh, my. I saw that in theaters.
Yeah. So
I think
guess
it was
I'm
the
not
only
that
movie I
old.
fell asleep on.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. But I remember there was... I'll tell you the stupid joke. I might have already told you on the last podcast, but I was... everywhere you went, there was billboards for this fucking movie, and it was like on the side of a bus, it was like, his tail is longer than this bus. And then there was like a billboard. He goes, his claws are longer than this billboard. Everywhere you looked, it was comparisons to things on his body.
Yeah.
So I went on stage at the Laugh Factory. First joke I ever fucking did in my life on a stage. I went on stage, didn't say anything. I just said, you know, his dick is longer than this stage.
That's all you. That's what you said. That's what you opened up with.
That's what I opened up with.
No premise.
No
setup.
premise. And the most amazing part about it was,
Oh,
I was so nervous. Yeah,
God.
I have it on tape. I will never play it. I haven't even listened to it in 20 years. But listen, dude, the funniest part about it was that I was so nervous to try stand-up, I delayed it and delayed it and delayed it. By the time I did this stupid joke, the movie was fucking long forgotten. Like, it was 6 months after all these billboards were gone. But my stupid ass still got on stage and said that shit, and all I heard was cars driving down Sunset. Like, they don't have crickets there, so it was bad.
I did Bliss Art House Cafe. I remember seeing Jamar Neighbors there, and Josh Adam Myers and Ty Rivera. Those are the people that stick out that are still in the game. And I love Ty. I guess he doesn't like Ty. Anyways.
I think he doesn't like me because one time I asked him, I didn't know who he was, and that was my bad. I asked him if he can, like, get people to a show.
Oh, yeah.
He lost his shit,
Yeah,
dude. And
that's why I love him, man. That motherfucker, he's a fucking gangster, dude.
He leaves
That
me this
guy-
voicemail. Brian Monarch, did you
I'll
Google me?
fuck
Did
you
you even
up."
bother to Google me? I was like, what?
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, should have known who the man was.
Yeah.
No. Anyways,
The nerve.
I remember that I talked about Tupac and like my mom, and I had no jokes. I was drunk. I was high. I got one laugh, and I was like, I got it. I got it. And
I got to do this again.
then I started taking stand-up classes, and my first performance was at the Comedy Store in the Belly Room on a...
Was it with Pauly Shore's sister?
No, it was with Greg Dean, and that guy's...
Oh, I heard of that guy. Yeah. I've communicated with him a couple times, actually.
Yeah, that guy's weird, man. He always tagging me, like, look at my alum, what he's done now. I was like, man, I was high during your whole class. I didn't learn shit. The guy that taught me everything was Jerry Katzman. But I still will recommend any class whatsoever, because if you're terrified of it like I was, it gets you in a group of like-minded people who are also terrified.
Yeah.
It's community. And the open mics are pretty dark and
Yeah.
brutal and awful. So if your first experience is open mic in LA, anyways, Los Angeles,
That is why
it's
I did...
awful.
That's
It's
why I did
so
the Laugh Factory,
bad.
dude. I did the Laugh Factory for my first time ever because I bought this book, and it's, the stand-up by Judy Carter book.
Yeah, everyone has that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had that book. I gave it to Emmanuel Witherspoon because I don't read.
And it says in the book, don't do a comedy club your first time. Do a coffee house. So I was like, all right. So I went to these coffee houses just to watch. Nobody's laughing. Nobody's watching. It's
the
just
worst.
a bunch of comics waiting to get up. And I'm like, I am not going to be one of these people that goes to a coffee shop and doesn't even know if he did well because nobody's there to let you know if you did well. So I was like, fuck it. I'm not listening to this rule. And I did my Godzilla joke, and I got as
You
bad
shoulda
as
listened. You
I
shoulda
would have had the
listened.
same reaction at the coffee shop.
You don't know. You might have got a laugh because they
know.
would have been like, "What the fuck? He didn't even do a premise."
And we don't know what he's talking about. Whose dick is bigger than
Yeah.
the stage? And there's no stage here.
Yeah. God, that was crazy. God, that was so long ago. It's such
Yeah.
a trip.
I remember, dude, I was pissed at this one dude. I don't think he does stand-up anymore. I had one buddy that I kind of met doing the open mics. I used to do the Laugh Factory any Tuesday I could do, It was like Tuesday still. It still is, I think.
It still is.
Yeah,
For
and-
30, 40 years. It's so crazy.
Yeah, so I used to
love
go
that,
there.
Though. It's nice.
I used to go there, and there was this guy, black guy, named Hick. He called himself Hick. And I got his number, and I'd be like, hey, man, you going tonight? We would page each other or text, whatever the hell was around back then. And
Wow, I had a
there was,
pager too.
there was only two people that would close the show out. It was Dane Cook and Bob Marley. You know who those?
I love Bob Marley.
Yeah, so there's-
the white guy from not Reggae. He's from Boston. He's a beast comic.
Yeah,
Look
he's
him
really
up.
funny.
He's so good.
So he had this funny joke about how his mom was like a shirt puller, a shirt tugger. She'd be like, son, you gotta, listen to me and da-da-da. And then Hick, the next week, he said, my mom was a real shirt tugger. And that's it. I'm never talking to this guy again. And I
can't.
have no idea if he's still in the business. I have never seen him.
He stole a joke. He's done.
Dude, it's so blatant too. Like, what were you thinking, dude? Like, that's not even a joke. That's just like
and also like don't steal the 20-year veterans joke that you just saw.
Yeah, right.
Like go, go. Don't do that. Period. But go back to Bob Newhart or some shit.
I heard Bob Marley made like millions of dollars doing something other business, and then he kind of left for a while, and then he does shows now up in that city.
Yeah, that I don't even know his whole history, but he held the record for most hours done stand up.
Bob Marley?
Until it was broken by some other guy that I made fun of on the podcast. I forgot his name. That like if Hulk Hogan didn't fully develop in the Hulk, I don't even know, the blonde guy, the blonde hair on the Patreon. God damn it, whatever.
Well, brother.
Hang on, I gotta look up his name.
All right. Ding, 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 ding.
You don't have to put the pressure on me, bro.
All right.
Mike Misliotti opened for him. Come on, Lund.
Is he famous?
I remember now. I'm looking.
Yeah.
Is he famous?
No. This guy broke Bob Marley's record. Bob Marley broke Dave Chappelle's record. It was always held by like good comics. It was like
But how do
Dave
they know?
Chappelle, Dane Cook, because the Guinness Book of World Record come, and this guy.
But right now, Dane might be doing a spot tomorrow. They're not timing it.
Yeah, they do. They come out if they want the record, fool. That's what I'm telling you. I googled it.
Seems a little unregulated.
There's a world record for longest time
Oh,
done
so you
stand-up.
mean in one stand-up?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant
This guy.
I thought you meant accumulated,
fucking
Craig.
guy.
Yeah.
that guy.
I don't know who that is.
Exactly.
I thought you meant
He holds the record now.
I thought you meant accumulated. Like,
No, bro.
yeah, well, I didn't know.
Come on. Hey, his dick is this big. But Bob Marley, they said that it wasn't until like his 14th hour until he repeated a joke. And he did stand up for like,
Was it the Laugh Factory?
help me out here, Tiger. Googles.
But
Bob
who-
Marley did stand up.
How does the club even stay open that late?
It's an event. It's on purpose. It's
Oh.
not. It's like,
I
hey,
never
we're
heard
gonna,
of this event.
Jesus Christ. They do a night where they go, we're going to break the world record. This fool's going to do
Okay,
stand
when's
up.
the next one? And when was the last one?
I don't fucking
yeah,
know.
of course you don't. This sounds made
This
up.
guy's like, well, you don't know every information about everything you've ever
Dude, at first
you've
I
ever
thought you
talked
meant
about.
accumulated hours. And I'm like, that's. And I
No.
asked you, how do they time each set? And then you were like,
The
didn't-
Guinness Book of World Records come.
All right.
Regardless.
All right. Can we move
Jesus
on?
Christ. No. This guy
did
takes a
4
fun story and makes it technical Tim over here. You don't have all the facts, data. You didn't do the math. You didn't carry the one. I don't know.
He did 40 straight hours.
40 straight hours. There it is. What's
the-
his name?
Oh wait, Bob Marley, right? Who you want? You want to know the previous guy?
All of it.
The previous guy did 38 hours and 8 minutes. I don't have his name yet.
Is there a crowd that stays?
Yes. It's like a let's break the world record show. We're gonna do stand up for 40 hours, and then Guinness comes because we thought it was bullshit. Because if you saw the guy's photo, we're like, there's no way he holds the record. So then we went on a rabbit hole, started googling. We're like, holy shit, he beat it. And I don't remember the exact order, but
I don't even think I can stay up that long.
it was first. It was Dave Chappelle, then it was Dane Cook, then it was Dave Chappelle, then it was Bob Marley, and Bob Marley held it forever, and that's how I brought this up. And then Bob Marley got it broken by this
Well, there was
guy.
a communication issue because I didn't realize there was an event like this. That's why I was like,
Okay, that's fine. No need to get angry at me, Monarch.
you're the angry one.
That doesn't sound like it from that voice right there.
Carry the one.
This guy. Like, well, where's the facts? Where are the facts? Where's the insight? I'm like, I don't have them.
Good seeing you
Look
again,
at
Craig.
me.
Good seeing you again.
I love you.
I love you too.
The current record holder is David Scott, 40 hours and 8 minutes.
Is that full? It
No.
got broke again?
That's this guy.
Oh, yeah, that's him. He just grew his hair out.
Okay.
David Scott.
Yeah, but the thing is, Bob Marley shattered the record and like earned it, and
Yeah.
broke it by like 14 hours. This guy broke it by like 7 seconds or something. You're like, hey,
Bob Marley broke it by 2 hours.
2 hours. That's what it was.
You make it. It was 38 hours and something minutes, and he.
Also, this is crazy. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why are they doing
I would
this?
fall asleep, dude.
I wouldn't want to go.
And people in the crowd would fall asleep. Like, what do they switch out people?
Yeah, the whole point to me bringing up all that is Bob Marley is such a gangster at stand-up is that it took him 14 or some crazy amount of hours before he repeated a joke. And I'm like, what? What? You have 15 hours of material that, first of all, you can remember and stay and be like, nope, I did that one. I have 2 shows in one night. I'm doing 45, 50. And I'm like, did I do that joke already? I can't. Are you crazy? What are you?
I'd be doing crowd work, dude.
But
Just asking questions to the people in the crowd and going off of that. I wouldn't have that much material.
and you know, so Bob Marley is famous in this is information I was told by Boston comics, but he's famous like in a tri-state area. Anywhere in back east in New England, they said like all the gas stations have a Bob Marley section. He's selling albums, CDs, t-shirts at fucking Quick Trips and shit, and the guy's just raking in dough. And it's just crazy because we know who he is because we're in the stand-up world, but most vast majority don't know who this guy is. And he's a brilliant beast comic, and he's also a millionaire through stand-up, which is fucking nearly impossible to do.
I heard he got it some other way, but I don't know.
I know he's there's a lot of people that just invest, like Dov Davidoff just started buying parking lots in New York and is just raking in the dough, and I find that awesome. I love that shit.
Bob Marley should have a special, dude.
I'm sure he does. It's just probably not on Netflix, you know?
Maybe.
There's no way. He probably has 3.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
I'd have to look that up.
All these fools, they're just old school road dogs. They're just such beast comics. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, all right, I feel like, okay, I'm progress. Then you see a guy like him do it and just master the hour and can go any which way and dip in and out of. And I'm like, oh, man, I fucking stink. I got to go back to it. But the thing is, they've been like, this is my first road dog year. I don't stink. I'm just saying, like, when you look at a guy like that has 25, 30, 40 years of the road experience, you're just like, oh, these are muscles I've never exercised in my life.
Yeah.
And they're just so good.
Yeah.
Undeniable. Bulletproof. What's up?
Bob Marley has a stand-up special on Amazon.
Oh, what year was it?
Good question. It's $5 to rent it.
Nice. Behind the paywall, respect. He's getting paid off that. That's why I said that, if you didn't gather that.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding. It's okay. They don't have to, it doesn't, podcasts don't, you guys, they don't have to be high impact, high energy. We could just cruise control. People listening to this, they're laughing so hard they need a moment to break.
Yeah.
2019.
Oh, wow.
Oh, recently.
I might
Nice.
check that out.
I'll check it out. He also was in the movie Boondock Saints.
Was he?
Yeah. He's the guy William Dafoe asked to go get him coffee and a croissant.
Interesting.
Bob Marley. That's how I learned of him, actually. It was when I was a teenager. I was like, because I said, Bob Marley? This guy's an asshole. Who the fuck would be named after Bob Marley? And then I looked him up and I was like, oh, this guy's hilarious. And then I stopped calling him an asshole. But I got mad at him because of his name. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, even if you're born that guy, odds are you're not going to surpass that guy, you know?
When I saw his name on the billboard, I figured it must be a black guy, and then it was a white dude.
Yeah, I didn't know what I figured. I just saw reggae and our king fucking Bob Marley. It's crazy that Bob Marley was so good at reggae. He's like the Beatles, where there's a million other beautiful reggae bands where you're just like, yeah, he just, you know, it's greatest hits with him.
Yeah.
I don't have to search. It's all good. How much of a talent you must be to where you don't produce crap? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know anything about reggae besides him.
I don't either. I mean Peter Tosh, but he was in the Wailers. He has a great hit called Legalize It. It's happening.
Legalize it.
Legalize it. Don't criticize it. It's a good
I think
one.
I've heard that, yeah.
Yeah, that's
well, he got his wish.
And Sister Nancy has Bomb Bomb, and I learned that from Belly, the hip-hop movie with DMX. Rest in peace.
Was that a sad day for you?
It was sad for many reasons. I did listen to him and love him, but I was just like, damn, man, you can't get a hold of your demons. And I said something about him, and I kind of mildly regret. I said, like, I didn't mean it in any shade, but I was like, because he did drugs, he liked rock, he liked crack cocaine, and I basically said, like, my homage to him was like, he built all of that with even still that big of a crutch. Imagine if he didn't have that demon, or if he got a hold of it, and then what he could have done without it. But my whole point to that, like,
When did you say it?
very recently.
Like on your podcast?
Yeah, on my podcast.
Oh.
Well, I didn't mean it
But
that
at the
way.
same time, he might not have succeeded without that drug.
I'm gonna have to say he would have succeeded with it.
I think some people they get creative from drugs. I don't know.
That's what everyone thinks. It's just kind of I'm sure to a certain capacity, but he had that light within him with or without the drugs. The drugs might make it a little more hardcore and edgy or whatever, this and that. I
can't speak to it. I've never tried it.
Yeah, I've actually never smoked rock. I don't believe. For sure, Cocoa Puff. You never put a little cocaine on a joint?
I've never tried
and
coke.
you're just like, I'm so relaxed.
Never done coke in my life.
And have energy. It's crazy. I feel relaxed and my face is numb. Okay, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Yes. What else? Hang on.
4.
Oh wow, yeah.
3,
we're good. We're at hour 20.
Oh.
It's bad when I look at the clock at 28 minutes. Yeah, that's when I'm like, oh fuck, I need to bring some heat.
How long do we usually go?
I just like to hit at least an hour, and
Okay.
anything over that is the whipped cream on top.
Cool.
Sundays. Oh my God, there's this ice cream shop nearby called Handles.
Better than Ben and Jerry's?
It's more fun because you go there, you get the scoop, but they have they have strawberry cheesecake and Graham's Central Station. It tastes like they put the golden grams in the ice. They basically are like a Cold Stone, but I feel like more mom and pop.
Do they have like that ice board where they chop it up and mix?
Not like that, but they make it there.
Oh.
It's homemade and they're doing everything,
Oh,
and
it's
it
probably
tastes
really good
homemade
then.
and it's really fucking good.
Do they have different flavors shift in and out?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
they have some
Seasonal.
staples that are always there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. Ben and Jerry's, of course, they're the best. But you just sometimes you want to go out with your girl and get this little cone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a place near us called, what's it called?
Why the fuck did I start talking about ice cream?
It's called Humphrey. It's called Humphreys. Humphreys because it's Humphrey yogurt.
Oh,
But-
nice. I
yeah,
like
but
that.
they mix it up in this machine, and they have different flavors, and it's really good.
There's Humphrey yogurts. That's so clever. I love it. And then Salt and Straw.
We have one of
Straw's
those over there too.
So good. They got some weird shit.
Yeah,
though.
like
They'll be
avocado.
like fig and avocado. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
My girlfriend says the avocado is amazing. I just don't want to try it.
Here's the thing.
Maybe I should though.
I've
you
tried
know?
one weird one and it was actually really good.
Yeah, I should
and
probably
I'm still
try it.
talking shit, and they literally. I'm sorry,
Yeah, you never know until you try it.
but the brownie fudge goo. Oh,
Yeah.
lol. Oh, speaking of ice cream, don't know why I started talking about that. But we'll get to the final question. Speaking of ice
What's the
cream,
longest episode you've ever had, by the way?
hour
Might have been
40?
last week. We did an hour 51.
Wow. Before that was like hour 40.
Yeah.
I was gonna say let's try to beat it, but I don't know if we can do it. Like that record.
I mean, it just happens.
Yeah. Okay.
No need to force it.
Final question. Go ahead.
Bring out the Guinness book. Here we go, man. There's people that podcast for 24 hours just like as a like.
Rogan does like over 3 hours usually, right?
What is that guy? Knock it off. After an hour and a half, I'm toast. 2 hours maximum. That guy does 4 hours, did 6 hours with Duncan Trussell, 7 hours. I'm just like, hey, man, it's too much. That is too much.
Yeah, I wonder what the majority of his fans. I bet a lot of them are like, yes, longer. But I think most of them are like, okay, a couple hours is good.
Yeah, my 2 to 3 hours. I mean, even if you got Dave Chappelle after 3-4 hours, I'm just like, these are two icons that I look up to and aspire to be like and as good as, and I'm over it. I'm just like, okay, it's been 4 hours. That's enough, guys.
There's a reason why movies usually are around 2 hours.
Yeah, and I'll do 3-4 hours extended version Lord of the Rings because that's them. They're at that level. They're Gandalf, and I don't know where that riff was going. But then after that, I'm like, okay, guys, like I gotta go to bed and eat this gummy. Okay, you know where it is. Speaking of ice cream and what that does to me and my body, what When's a good poopy? Good diarrhea down the leg, maybe with your girl. You shit your pants during the pandemic. You got the vaccine and you didn't die, but you squirted green bile out your ass, huh?
Nothing
Johnson
like that.
and Johnson.
Nothing like that during the pandemic. Do you remember my first story?
I don't.
Remember, I was like, I had to go really bad after this bad sushi I had, and then we stopped at this restaurant, and I ran in, and it went all over the back of my shirt, so I left the shirt there.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Thank God I had a fucking wife beater underneath it, dude. I walked in with a.
You walked in and walked out.
I walked in with a dress shirt on. I walked out with a wife beater on. It was like, when you're like, when you can't unzip fast enough. And
you can retell it though.
No, I just did.
Okay.
But basically, I was, you can't get your pants off fast enough because it's about to happen because your body knows you're by the toilet somehow.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
always.
You're just like, shit, you pull down your pants and that shirt was long, dude.
Yeah.
And it just.
Yeah. The butler tail got the end of it.
All right. This story is kind of embarrassing.
That's a great one.
This story is. I was sleeping over at my girlfriend's and I had a stomach flu.
Oh no!
Yeah,
in front of the ladies, the word. I mean, I have no shame, but even I'm like,
this is shameful,
embarrassing.
All I remember is she was like, "No, I don't care. Sleep over," and we were sleeping, and I remember waking up, and I just felt like everything was really warm, and I look over at her, and she's sleeping like this, with her hand over her nose. Like this, dude. And I was like,
oh.
And then it started to all click in, dude. I was like, it's warm. It feels a little wet. She has her hands over her face.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, dude.
This is a story I've always dreamed of, and he actually did it.
Dude, I was so mortified. Like, I was just, and that's the only time it's ever happened. And of course, I was sleeping with her. And I even said, like, I have a stomach flu. She's like, no, I don't care.
Stay home, bro.
Yeah. Oh, now I would. But,
oh, now I would.
I got revenge, though, sort of.
What are you, revenge?
Not revenge, but like
you did her, or you?
I shifted the embarrassment.
You shit the bed.
One time, I don't know how you are.
Ex-laxed her and made her shit the bed.
It wasn't intentional revenge.
Okay, Lloyd Christmas.
Basically,
sorry.
What happened was I'm not an anal guy. I don't know if you like anal sex or not.
I mean, a little bit.
Yeah,
but not. It's not.
Look,
I just like because you're
not
supposed to do it. Like once a year. I was like, cool, get it in there.
Here's how I am with anal. If a girl's like, dude, I want you to do me in the ass, I'm like, okay, that sounds exciting. But I'm never like, I want to do her in the ass. Like, I just don't care until, if it turns her on, it'll turn me on. But I'm not looking for it. But we broke up, the same girl. And you know how, like, you break up with somebody and, like, you're chatting on AOL Instant Messenger or something, and she's like, I actually just...
No, I don't.
Well,
I'm just kidding. I didn't date back then. No, I'm just joking.
We were on AOL Instant Messenger. And we had been broken up for a while, and it wasn't anything bad, but we just, broke up. And she was like, hey, I just got this bottle of wine. You want to come over? I've never done it in the ass before. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like... Okay.
What kind of wine is that?
It was plum wine, I remember.
What? That's funny. Plum wine.
Yeah. So I go down there, and I remember we did it in the butt, and I just was doing it, and then I remember I looked down.
Oh, no.
And I remember I was so nice about it, but she was mortified also. Same girl. So that's how I don't mean revenge. I just meant, like, she had some embarrassment as well. There was, like, train tracks or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And I just stopped.
Moose tracks.
This is the nicest way I could have done it. And I think I did this properly. I slowed down. I stopped. I go, babe, we have a problem back here. I don't want you to freak out. I just want you to know we need to stop.
And you need to take a shower.
And we need to jump in the shower together. And she's in tears, dude. And I felt horrible. But I didn't cry when I pooped her bed. I just felt embarrassed.
Well, you should have.
Yeah. But we did the bed, and oh, man.
So you both shit the bed.
She didn't shit the bed. She shit my dick.
Yeah, but it's still you were
Didn't
on
hit the bed. I don't think.
Shit the bed.
So those are my 3 poop stories. I don't have any others that I can think of. I'll think of another one for next. Maybe I'll have a new one.
I'll spike your water on your way out. No, you'll have interesting ride home. Oh my God, that's funny. That's crazy. Good poop story. Yeah, the shirt. How the fuck I forget that one? That's so funny. So far, the craziest one, I've talked about it 50 million times, but Nate heard diarrhea on stage during a set down his leg and finished his set.
But nobody saw, right? He had long pants on.
He doesn't know. Like,
sure
there was a
nobody
puddle. I'm like, if there's a puddle of black liquid shit on stage, I'm just going to throw this out there. The audience might notice that. There's lights on the man.
Oh, dude.
His pants are filling up.
Did I ever tell you this story when I worked at Alpha Beta? Oh,
I remember Alpha Beta. I say all these references and nobody ever gets them, and now he's saying them. I'm like, I Circuit City.
Alpha Beta was one of the main grocery stores in the 70s, 80s. It was like, like Vons or Ralph's now. And I was just a checkout guy, and I was 16. I worked there for 2 years from 16 to 18. And I remember they go, Brian, there's a cleanup on aisle 6. And I was like, okay. And I look over on aisle 6, and I go, what is that, peanut butter? And the checkout girl I remember she didn't like me that much. And from that point on, she loved me. She could not stop laughing, dude. It was some old man with a walker.
Oh, no. Poor
and
bastard.
on top of that, corporate was walking down the aisle with the manager at that point. So I needed to go do this, but I was not going to do that. I'm this Jewish kid from fucking the valley. I'm like, I fucking took, what do you call it, a dustpan? And I fucking just ran by, scooped as much as I could, and kept going, dude. Like, I just didn't mop. I didn't do shit. But from now on, I always was on that girl's good side. I would just say, what is that, peanut butter? And she would start dying laughing.
Oh my, that is such a perfect line. What's that? No, I never got shit cleanup duty. They made managers do it, or you know who. I'll say his name. We'll bleep it out. I
want to be bleeped out too.
Oh shit! Stop. Beep, yeah, but he'd be like, oh man, this fucked up, man. It's fucked up. And he just fucking, but he's maxed out and makes bank. So
good.
He's on turd duty. I was on bathroom duty a lot because I did a good job, and that's fucking bullshit. No turds. I mean, maybe a little, but not like that. Like that, I'd be like, no. Like, fire
I didn't
me.
want to.
I won't do it.
I didn't want to. I thought a peanut butter jar fell over, but it was just diarrhea from an old man. It looked like peanut butter.
You know?
Well, I didn't really. I wasn't a trooper. I ran by with a fucking.
You still did something.
I did do something. I'm sure it didn't end up well.
He pours kitty litter on it.
Maybe the manager won't notice this.
All right, everybody, that is it. Thank you for listening to Community Service. Please rate, review, like, subscribe. This is my homie Brian Monarch. I'll plug him. It just made me laugh. Anyways, this is my good homie, known him forever. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. I wanted to talk about. I should have notes. How I started. Like, you saved me. And I would.
If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't be alive.
It's true. He shot a man that was trying to kill me. No, I remember running sound for you in the OR, and then hosting for you, and it got me almost tons of my stuff. So God bless you, sir.
No problem. Melissa McQueen too. She always says,
"Oh yeah,
I would never have gotten all these gigs on the road if it wasn't for you." So I always feel good about that.
He only used like 3 or 4 hosts, and God bless you, because I was one of them. Yeah. Melissa McQueen, Kate Quigley, me,
Jessica Keenan.
Keenan, love her. And
there's a few others that I hit sometimes. But dude, every time I try someone new, dude, it was just a fucking nightmare. I'm not going to tell the name.
You got to be a good host. You got to be a good host.
I tell this girl, I won't even tell her name. You know who she is. She's like, you know how there's 2 curtains in the main room? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she's between the curtains waiting to go up. And I go, hey, last time Dane was like, saw people in the audience, like, going like this, looking like, who's behind there? Like,
don't hover so the audience can see you.
And I tell her
simple.
That. I tell her.
Green room.
Dude, I tell her that.
The green room.
I tell her that. 3 comics later, she's in between again. Like,
that's how you don't get work.
Yeah. So fuck you.
I know it's such a weird thing.
I'm not a bossy guy.
No, but that doesn't seem like a problem. But if someone's performing stand up and you're in their peripheral and you're
or the audience can see you,
their head, or the audience can see you.
That's what it was.
And when the solution is, hey, go around the other side of another curtain, and you can't do that, you don't deserve the work anymore.
Then I get another guy. I'm like, we're doing 10 minutes. does like 13 or 14. I'm like, dude, this is the first time I had you, and I would be off so fucking fast when I saw that light.
Yeah.
If I got this opportunity, and you're fucking with this fucking show.
I ran I ran the light 2 times in 4 years, and then it wasn't my fucking fault.
I know.
I didn't get the light on time because sometimes
he brings a fucking clock up with him.
I'll clock my because I mean I know my role. When you're a host and you got Rogan, Jesselneck, fucking Eliza. Do the time you're supposed to do.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? I don't care if you're ripping it, this, that. They want Rogan. They want Silver. You know what I mean? And you still, it's just...
You should just be happy that you're there.
Yeah.
Do what you're supposed to do, and you'll probably get invited back. But people are so dumb.
And that's all Melissa McQueen did, and Jessica Keenan.
And these guys...
And Kate Quigley.
The only thing that ever pissed me off with McQueen was she... And I told her about this like a year later. Dane comes in, and I was like... I was standing there about to go on, but he showed up a little early, and she goes, "Oh, should we put him up next?" And I was just like, "Dude, I'm like about to go on stage, dude."
Of course he's gonna want to say, yeah.
I'm like, "Can I just go on stage?" I'm like getting amped up to go on, and like she's like, "Oh, maybe we should put him up next." Let me make the decisions. Let him say something if he wants.
Yeah.
But it was funny. It was not a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, it is nice to cater to them. I know. She was trying to cater to him, and that's a good way to go.
She's the best.
But I was just like, and I was excited to go up at that point for some reason.
You
it was
remember
like a good spot.
Do you remember me running sound in the OR for you, though?
Yeah, I remember you and Travis both did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the iPad.
People ask how you get stuff. You go in the corner, you run the light and the sound. Then maybe you get bumped up to MC, and then 8 years later you get 30 cities.
Yep.
That's true. Anyways, I love you, bro.
Love you too.
Thank you for doing my pod, and Brian Monarch, everybody, check him out.
At Brian Monarch.
That was a funny.
At Brian Monarch. Done.